Hello everyone, I'm Tobias, and we are back with another Miniquest guide. This time we're doing Curse of the Empty Lord, in which we will follow the tales of cursed souls and gain a bunch of ghostly items. For requirement, you need a prayer level greater than 31, and have with you the ghostly amulet and ring of visibility. Which means you need to do, excuse me for a moment, you need to do Desert Treasure 1 up to the Ring of Visibility. You don't have to complete it. And also the rest of the Ghost Quest up to the Ghost Amulet. Also don't need to complete. As long as you have these two items, you are good to go. And you also need with you one knife or slashing weapon and one Shanty Pass for 5 coins. To buy a Shanty Pass. So, for optional stuff, being combat level greater than 50 is advised, and also try to be in a world which should have try to be in a world that doesn't have a lot of PKers. The reason why is the reason why is because you will have to you may have to enter the wilderness a couple of times depending on the path you get. There's 3 different paths you can this quest can kind of play out in. One of them is pretty much very inside the wilderness, so you definitely don't want to get PK'd as you do this mini quest. No combative gear is needed, and also helps you move around a bit quicker. For food, you can bring like summer pies, greater than 8. Standard potions, you can basically bring 2 or more. And a way to travel to the starting location of the mini quest, Galero's Tomb. You can use Gabe's necklace to a Baron outpost, puts you like right there. So puts you right here, and just head south to Galero's Tomb, which is right here. And there's a bunch of different stuff you need for various different paths, like burning amulets, amulet of glory, necklace of passage, for path 1, path 2, burning amulets, amulet of glory, combat bracelet, soul graveyard teleport tablet for path 2, path 3, amulet of glory, Shanty Pass, 2 coins for carpets, burning amulets, necklace of passage, Fowler teleport tablets. So depending on whatever path you were given, you may have to use a bunch of stuff. This is basically everything in total for all 3 paths. So you can definitely bring everything in one inventory to do this. Alright, so it starts the mini quest. Make sure you have your stuff. It should only take you one inventory. And once you're ready and good to go, head over to Galero's Tomb. I'm going to use Gabe's necklace to a Baron outpost. And then just run my way all the way from where I am right here down to this area right here. Once you're here, equip your Ghost Peak Amulet and Ring of Dueling, and then talk to the mysterious person right here. Mysterious Ghost. It's actually a, I guess, nice screenshot. Let me try again. Nice screenshot. Hello. Hello. Oh, it's kind of hard because he's like moving everywhere. Hello. There we are. That's I guess that's better than nothing. Yeah. That's a nice screenshot. Yeah. Hello. Okay. So what's up? I can't believe it. You can see me and hear my words and understand me. Sure I can, bro. Why are you hanging here? My tale is one of woe, sadness. I doubt you have interest in me. Tell me your story. Actually, no, I do. My name is Valdez. I served my lord Saradomin faithfully for many years as an explorer of this strange land we have been brought to. I remember the day this curse fell upon me. I just had discovered a huge temple hidden below the ground, one of Saradomin's compatriots. I am unsure who built it, or why they had left it seemingly abandoned, but inside I located a great treasure. It was a god staff of Armadile. Oh, how I rue my choice that day. Choice? I, stranger, I chose that day to take it for my lord. A god weapon. Do you have any comprehension the difficulty of attaining such a thing? So rare is this artifact lying around right there. So I took it, left the temple, and that is now why I'm here in this cursed state. So did you give it to Saradomin and he cursed you? Seems kind of ungrateful, you ask me. No, stranger, you misunderstand completely my story. Firstly, my gracious lord would never treat anyone in such a manner. If he felt it was beyond my bounds as a mere mortal to hold such an artifact, he would simply have commanded me to return it to where I have claimed it. Okay. And secondly, I never managed to pass the artifact on to my lord. The artifact, the vile thief, Renard, took it from me as I made my way to Entrana after defeating me with an ambush, plundering the staff from my possession and left me for dead. I do not know what became of the staff, but I can feel in my very bones that whatever fate it is, whatever final fate was for the staff, it is somehow related to me being cursed in this state. Well, tough break. I'm sorry to bore you with my tale. Please allow me to compel my rudeness with a favor. One small favor, okay. Many thanks, stranger. This existence tortures me. I need you to find Renard, and if he has a staff, or where it is, let me, I may offer you this piece of clothing. Please take as payment. Where can I find Renard? So pay attention to this. This will determine what path you get. The infamous Renard. Last I heard of that vile thief, he had joined a group of bandits in an evil land to the northeast of here, where they had made their home and living in outside of. So if it says northeast, that's path number 2 for this guide anyway. If it says southeast, that's path number 3 for this guide. If it says Pirates and Shipwreck, that's path number 1 for this guide. I will show you all 3 paths after I finish the one that is for me. Give it to me randomly. Okay. Okay, I'll try to find them. And you can also wear this. Looks kind of nice. If you lose your ghostly items, just talk to him again. All of them. So whatever ghostly items you find along the way, you can just talk to him to get the whole thing back again. So he gives you the shirt that the other people give you, the boots, the robes, the hood, etc. The whole 9 yards. Oh yeah, and he doesn't appear on the minimap. So you see, he's not a yellow dot, red dot, white dot. The white dot is me. He's just invisible. I think the same thing is true for the other ghosts as well, like Renard. So just FYI. Alright, so good news is path. So let's see here. So the good news is I got the northeast path, which is not that intense. The path number 1 is very intense. So okay, let me just do the path given to me right now. The other paths are kind of the same. You talk to the same people. It's just that the order is slightly different, and they're in different locations. That's all it is. Alright, so as I stated, some paths contain the wilderness more than once, so make sure you're prepared to log out quickly if you need to. So for the northeast path, when it mentions the word northeast, we're gonna head to the bandit camp. Let me just do this right now, because I'll be attacked once I get here. So this is where we need to be first. Head to the bandit camp. You can use burning amulet, and then the person Renard is gonna be right here somewhere. You may get attacked by a bunch of bandits as you try to talk to him. Try to you can try to lock the bandits inside the camps, inside the shops, so they don't harass you. You can also try to position yourself in between. Well, you can try to position Renard between you and the bandits, so you kind of create space for you to talk to. I will try. I'm going to talk very fast, so because this is the wilderness, I don't want to get PK'd. After here, we have to go to like the graveyard area here and talk to Kareem, also in the wilderness. So I'm also going to try to do this very quickly as well, because I also don't want to get PK'd. This is a pretty popular place for people to kind of like exit out of. Anyway, so hopefully nobody is too busy today. And let's just go. Alrighty. Okay, just make sure I can log out quickly if I need to. Okay, cool, come on. Anyway, so, oh shoot. Use Protect Familiar if you need to. No doubt. Alright, finally. So there you go. That's how you would log that out. Let me just quickly exit here. Yeah, sorry, I can't read the dialogue. Let's just wear these gloves and quickly exit this right now. Alright, so to recap what he was saying. So we found Renard in the wilderness. Essentially, Renard is one of the persons indirectly responsible for bringing the staff armadillo. This is from the Wikipedia. Into the hands of the Mazrot Zamrock, which allowed Zamrock to betray Zeros and take over. So as a result, Renard is now cursed to live as a ghost forever, never to pass into the afterlife. And that's how it is. Renard came across Valdez carrying the package and killed him, and then basically that's how that ties it back to Valdez. And then he sent Karim the messenger from a local tavern to sell the god staff to a buyer. So he kind of handed this off to another person. And Karim bought the Zamrock, who purchased the god staff from him. So that's the next person we have to find, Karim. Sorry if I can't read the dialogue in time. It's just hard to manage so many things in the wilderness. Players, aggressive enemies, who interrupt dialogue non-stop. So that's one way to do it. As you saw right there, I was able to maneuver Renard to be in between the bandits and myself. But my suggestion, if this is if you're in this situation, just spam click through. Otherwise, it's going to take a lot of effort. So next is going to be Karim, who is in the graveyard of shadows. And you know what that is? That is going to be all the way over here in the southwest corner, so over here. This is pretty popular for PKers to kind of like come out of, so be careful, very careful. And there is the ghostly boost, and I'm just gonna log out very quickly so I don't have to get harassed by a bunch of enemies. Okay, so for Karim, let me just use the Wikipedia once more. Karim is a Zamrocan messenger who appears to be from Karamja. He spoke, let's see. Karim tells you that Renard, his thief employer, found Karim while he was in a drunken stupor, not the best of arrangements, and asked him to help sell the staff armadillo, which he procured from Valdez, tying them all three together. Karim took it to Zamrock, so he knows what Zamrock looks like, I guess. Who was the Mazrot general serving under Zeros, the god Zeros. Zamrock then, as we know, used the staff to kill the god Zeros, and take over as god himself. And then he gives you his ghostly boots and refers you to Lanicia, a Ceradoman spy hidden among the ranks of the Mazrot, whom Lucian informed him about. And Lucian, if you don't recall, is one of I guess Zamrock's right hand man. So that's how the current story goes. And Lanicia is going to be in Porcerum by the Lady Lumbridge. Yeah, sorry if I'm like not able to show you the dialogue, but it's just too many things inside the wilderness at once to process for me. So head to Lady Lumbridge, which is about right here. I think this is where the ship is. So here she is. Alright, you would be Lanissa, I take it. Oh, and this is the Lady Lumbridge. I just remembered that because I think we used the ship to kill Elvar, Dragon Slayer 1. Anyway, so here we are. Who are you? A ghost called Karim sent me to you. Well, that weasel Karim, blighted by this curse too? Ah, a good thing, he deserves it. I guess you didn't get along with him. No evil scum like him should ever be able to walk this world free. So what's your deal? You trying to kill me or something? I'm trying to figure out why all of you are invisible and seem to have been cursed. Still trying to work that out. Yeah, but the trail seems to have led me to you right now, so that's why I'm here. Sorry about that, folks. My recording crashed by itself. I'm back now. I served Saradomin faithfully my entire life, and all of a sudden, I find myself like this. Well, it seems as though that may have been the cause. Explain yourself. As I understand the Staff of Armadillo, and your refusal to tell Zamrock that had been stolen, may be the cause. That's not how it happened at all. Then tell me your story. What is the real story, huh? I was working for a spy for my lord amongst the forces of the Empty Lord. Who is that? I will not give you his name, for to do so will give him power here. I guess that's Zamrock. He was a fearsome deity whose strength is greater than all the gods we knew at the time. It's not worth mentioning. At the time we had no knowledge of the mysterious nature god Guthix. So he was stronger than Saradomin. As Saradomin was, yes. As Saradomin is now, no idea. I see. I was working for a spy in the camp in my lord's enemies. I knew that I should have been caught. I risked being killed on the spot, but my combat skills were always formidable, so... Let me tell you this, evil will always breed more evil, and will never be satisfied with what it has. The Empty Lord chooses to ally himself with the dark creatures of the world, fully aware of their natures and power. This has always been the nature of evil. Perhaps he thought his power could prevent such treachery. This allowed me freedom amongst their camps, where it was also always easy to point the finger of suspicion at some unsuspecting necromancer or foolish magic. Similarly, should I ever be caught in the act of my sabotage, I can bribe my way out or persuade people to believe me. Hence her spy abilities. Alright, so I understood what you were doing. I don't understand how the Staff of Armadillo connects to this. As I told you, the Empty Lord was extremely powerful, but not so powerful that he could rule over the other deities without opposition. So there was some resistance. Sure, he made a move against any other lord. He could still have easily brought down the combined efforts of all the others. So the thief of Armadillo's staff changed this, however. The theft. If he had taken possession of this god weapon, then he reigns supreme. Okay. I could not allow such thing to happen. I went immediately to my comrade, Durlak the mage, and told him that a message had come to the lair offering this weapon for sale. I knew as soon as my Lord Sardoman heard this, he would contact Armadale to inform him of the theft and resolve this issue. So you pass the information to Darlak instead of taking it to Zamrock yourself. To my eternal shame, I failed, my lord. I could not risk taking the message directly, for I feared my disguise had been uncovered, and then exposing where the Lord is, her Lord is. Lucian particularly had been taking an unhealthy interest in my activities, so who was working with Zamrock at the time, and I had a gut feeling that anything I did would expose my spyness. But Darlak was a nobleman. I cannot imagine he would have done anything too crazy. You don't know, man. People change. Please adventure, discover what foul fate must have befallen on him to have neglected his duties and cursed us with this state that we are currently in. Okay, so where is he? Darlak? He was always a loyal follower of Zamrock, of Sardoman rather. Probably in an altar somewhere, praying for him. Okay, we'll try and find it for sure. And you have the robe from her. Boom. Alright, well, that's that. So he's gonna be in the Ezra Monastery. So I'm gonna just use my call my bracelet, the last charge of it, to the monastery. Once you're here, so here it is. We're entering the east building. East one, yeah. If this is your first time climbing up this ladder, Abbot Langley over there will basically talk to you and stop you and check your prayer level to see if it is above 31 or not. So just FYI. And then once you're here, head your way to the altar room here. And we're going to talk to Darlak. There he is. Okay, bro, what is your story? You see me. I know how I can talk. You a mighty sorcerer? Nope. Anyway, I'm here to figure out why you're trapped as a ghost. How do you know my name, stranger? Lanissa told me. Oh, that poor sweet girl. Has my foolishness cursed her as well as myself? Well, what do you do? Tell me your story. What do you know so far? So she told me that she was working as a spy for Sardoman amongst the followers of the Empty Lord, which is, I guess, Zamrock. When the news of the theft of an Armadale god weapon reached her, she passed it on to you. That is fair enough. So what happened? Stranger, my foolishness was a result of my respect for Sardoman, not as a result of my attempted treachery. Can I explain? I know not what occurred with the god weapon, but let me explain myself. I was Lanissa's immediate superior. I was often her contact for missions. So her handler. Because of this role, I had access to a larger picture of what was happening, and I was not only aware that her presence among the enemy had been detected, I was also aware that there was a growing faction among us who were plotting to overthrow their master, Sardoman. Their master being, I guess, Zeros rather. I will not tell you that anyway. But anyway, it had come upon my attention that the Majorat, the Mayor Majorat, who had been liberated from the control of Etherin, did not appreciate one of the form of slavery to another. So anyway, he wanted to be supreme. Zamrock were making plans to overthrow their master and take his power for themselves. Okay. Now, as powerful, long-lived, and evil as they are, they are still just mortals. I made the decision that it would have been benefit to my Lord Sardoman for his mightiest rival to be distracted by such internal conflicts. So that is why you decided not to pass on your reports? Yes, but my guilt is more than simply inaction. I knew that with such a weapon, Zamrock would be capable of launching an attack that would actually stand a chance of succeeding. So I decided to assist Zamrock and his henchmen in their battle, but by secretly casting a spell of concealment upon his staff, so that they may use it secretly against their master. That is terrible. So Zamrock knew what was happening. No, just myself, and now you. Had I known what a threat to my lord Zamrock would be, I would have just taken the message immediately. Oh man, you definitely goofed up pretty bad, dude. You gave the god weapon indirectly to him. Anyway, I deserve my fate for my actions at that day, as well as someone else. His name was Vigora. He was an evil, brutal, and vicious, and deadly with a blade. He was one of the few humans Zamrock allowed to rise to a position of power amongst his rebels, possibly because he imitated Zamrock. If anyone knows what Zamrock did with the god weapon, that will be him. Please, if this curse can be lifted, find Vigora and tell him, I have no wealth nor magic to help you, but take this hood as a reward. It has served me well through these centuries. Dang, dude. Where shall I look for Vigora? Oh, the evil Vigora. Perhaps he has returned to the castle in the dark lands. Can you be more vague with your... Can you be any more vague? So here's a hood. Boom. So Vigora is going to be in the Slayer Tower. Dark lands being Mauritania. I will teleport using my Salve Amulet. Grab your teleport, push it right there. Enter into the tower and then head upstairs to the second floor, and by the east wall you will find Vigora. And there's Vigora. The infamous Vigora. Hold thy tongue, speak fast. How do you know me, and how can you see me? You want me to hold my tongue and tell you how I found you? Cease thy chatter and respond to thy demand. Cease my chatter and respond to your demand. I warn thee, knave, this curse upon me hath not improved my temper these centuries past. Well, that's actually the reason why I'm here. Oh, that be so. Then forgive my swift anger and speak to me of how you plan to break this curse. I actually have no idea. Then you dare talk to me why? I heard of your name from a mage called Dalak, and I'm trying to find out exactly what happened. Ah, so the weak-willed mage cursed me? That's an interesting turn of events. Then I am to assume that Valdez, Renard, Krim, and Lanicia are also cursed. How do you know that? Ha ha ha! Oh, the curse cuts deeper than I had previously thought. Stranger, this news has brought me a ray of sunshine in an otherwise dreary millennium. Please ask any question you wish. Tell me your story. So what happened? I know that Valdez discovered the staff Armadale was robbed by Renard, who sent Karim to tell Zamrock of it. Meanwhile, Lanissa heard of the sale and informed Dalak, who placed an enchantment upon it so that its power would be hidden. I do not know past this point. Oh, stranger, rest yourself a while. I will recount a tale of events that day, for I was one of the few who actually was there. When my lord Zamrock first got his taste of godhood, well, that sounds like a nice dinner party. You can take the snide venom out of your voice. Let me speak. Okay, so as you might have heard, my affiliation lay with General Zamrock, a mighty warrior of the Majuat tribe, and my skill on the battlefield had proven quickly so he took attention to me. He was pleased with my bloodlust that he promoted me on the battlefield to serve as his honorary guard. I was the only human chosen to take such a position? Really? Yes, the dragon riders, the Majrot, demons, and vampire warriors made up the bulk of the force, but I wager I could equal all of them. Huh. When I think of someone like Lucian struggling to lift a blade, I'm so much better than he. Anyway, myself and the rest of Zamrock and honor guards were formulating stratagems in our battle tents when that sneaky messenger Karim came in offering to sell us the God Staff of Armadillo. Naturally, we thought it was a trick by our lord to test our loyalty. Yes, it was your lord. Quiet fool, all things in their course. You disrupted me too much. Okay. Anyway, we thought it was too good to be true, yet when we visited the scummy tavern, we were amazed to see the actual thing. Somehow this fool had managed to obtain the God Staff of Armadillo. It was so powerful you could almost feel the energies crackling in the air. And with such a weapon, the plans we had for developing a rebellion against our Lord could finally be put into action, but we knew that we would have to act swiftly in order to defeat him. So the Lord being Zeros, I guess. And we would have to act decisively, for even among our groups were still those loyal to the Lord, such as that pathetic fool Azandria in Desert Treasure 1 at the very end. Just who is the Lord you speak of? Come on, man, let me speak, okay? Anyway, Lord Zamrock and his most trusted compatriots, myself, Azil, Draken, Zamarin, and Zigmorgel made plans to overthrow our Lord using the God weapon, and by pledging allegiance to Zamrock as our new master. We decided to move immediately before anyone else could find out, and made haste towards the castle where our Lord lived. If Lucian had not been otherwise occupied, he would have probably accompanied us as well. But it turned out that the foolish Dalak had made his involvements unnecessary with some spells of his own, allowing us to get close enough to the castle with the staff without the empty Lord being able to sense his presence. Zeros. I am coming to that point. Anyway, we made our way back to the castle under the pretense that we had war plans to discuss against Saradomin and the other deities. As usual, our Lord was guarded well, but this is why Zamrock had brought his most trusted fighter with him. While we distracted the empty Lord with our feints and attacks, and kept his bodyguards busy, Lord Zamrock outflanked him, unsheathed the staff, and plunged into his back. The moment was glorious. At that moment, I was reminded of for whom I fought, and why General Zamrock had earned the nickname the Scourge upon the battlefield. And the next thing you know, you were cursed? No, that wasn't quite that simple. The empty Lord turned away from the battle, eyes burning with hatred, and towards Zamrock instead. Seeing this betrayal as too brute, we all fought with extra vigor so that General Khazar would not face our Lord alone. We were outnumbered by hundreds of warriors and demons, and in time to assist them. And then what? Why, it was the empty Lord versus Zamrock, single combat, and the sight of the battle will forever be with me. The empty Lord was a powerful god, stronger than any other one, possibly even strong as Guthix is, and Zamrock was but a mere mortal, a magic warrior, all the same, with all the strength and power that entails, but mortal nonetheless. But to see him fight, you would not think of him as a mere anything. He was war itself, fury after fury of blows he rained upon the empty Lord, and the very castle walls shook and quivered. Even with the weapon of a god embedded in his back, the curse the empty Lord fought on. Well, then a miracle happened, or luck, or natural justice. You can call it what it was, but as the empty Lord's hands wrapped tightly against Zamrock's throat, Lord Zamrock kicking and screaming defiantly and radiantly in his anger until the very last plunge towards the empty Lord, who seemed to lose his footing slightly and fell in such a way that the staff plunged even deeper into his body, but also impaled Lord Zamrock with it at the same time. And then nothing. There was suddenly a flash of bright light, and then a sudden blink of cold darkness, and it was over. Zamrock stood over the empty Lord, who was slowly fading from existence, and as soon as he was gone, it seemed as though Zamrock became more real, more godlike, more solid. As the empty Lord faded away, I heard his voice, almost a faint whisper, cursing all those who have helped Zamrock in his victory, which, as you now know, seems to be the reason why we're all cursed like this. Anyone responsible for this fate, such as Odez, Lanissa, etc., are also cursed. Interesting. It was then that the other gods appeared and banished Zamrock from the world completely, such as Saradomin and possibly Guthix, for daring to kill one of their kind and ascend into godhood. But the god wars were not a story entirely. I don't understand. If it was Zamrock who used the weapon, then why was it only you who were cursed? And the other people who were cursed, why them? Why not the Nazrat, for example? And just who is the empty Lord again? In my life, I was nothing but a warrior. I had no hidden knowledge. I did not care for magics. Now in my supposed death state, I am but a shade of the wind I was. I can give you, until today, the only answer I can give you is that others were with me. And the Mazrot and the vampire, they were beings of magic. So those who were not magical in faith, or I guess magical in skill, were possessed. Or not strong enough anyway. Who knows why the curse fell as it did? Perhaps as a mere human, I was more susceptible to his magic. Perhaps they're cursed too in their own ways. For example, their lifespans are so long that it will be a millennia before they feel it upon them or something like that. Anyway, anyone who defied the cursed Lord has for sure been cursed in some way. Things do not always happen for a reason, just as tales that do not always end with a loose end, with all the loose ends tied up. I have simply told you the events that I know. You have cheered me now to know that others have also been afflicted, left between the void of this world and the next world. Perhaps I will hunt down those who have been cursed as well, but I feel I must reward you for your efforts, for your therapy session. Here, take my cloak. It is drenched in the blood of 1,000 foes, and may bring you luck in battle. Probably smells like 1,000 foes too. How can I break this curse? Who knows? It was the death curse of the empty Lord, dude. The guy who was almost as powerful as most of the deities. If it was not for his death curse, he is still alive, but not on his world. He may actually come back one day too. But who is the empty Lord? What was his name? You don't know? You haven't guessed it yet? He was Zeros. Dun dun dun. And that is the end of this mini quest. For this path anyway. Sorry if I had to restart the sorry if the entire recording so far is kind of choppy. My recording keeps crashing me. Anyway, so that's the entire path for the northeast path. I'm going to go to the bank quickly, and then I'll show you guys the other 2 paths, because I don't want to lose these quest items. Now to basically walk back and get them. Alright, so now let me show you the other paths. I put away everything, including my Ghost Speak Amulet and Ring of Invisibility, because you don't, because I no longer need those. The mini quest is already done for me. So let me show you the other paths. If you get the thief being southeast, if that's what Valdez says, southeast, what you have to do is you have to go to the desert camp, which is let me get out of here. Which is you have to go to the desert camp right here. To do this, you can use Amulet Glory to Alcarid, enter Shelter Pass with Shelter Pass or 5 coins to buy a Shelter Pass, take the magic carpet there. So let me do that, and then I'll show you where you can find Renard. Alright, so once you're at the betting camp here, from betting camp, head south here, enter the pub right here. Make sure you equip your Ghost Speak Amulet and Ring of Invisibility, and then Renard, Mysterious Ghost, will be around here somewhere. Just talk to the Mysterious Ghost, who will turn out to be Renard. Renard will tell you that he was sent to, that he sent a messenger, Karim, to talk to set up the trade with Zamrock. Oops. So once you finish hearing his story, you will then get the ghostly gloves, and then you have to find Karim. So Karim is going to be inside the wilderness, actually. So once you have finished talking to Renard, gotten your ghostly gloves, you need to track down Karim, who's all the way in the wilderness. He is gonna be, oh man, all the way here. Yeah. So you need to use you can use the burning amulet to lava maze, slash through the web, continue onwards, slash through this web, continue onwards, past this gate, and Renard, Karim is gonna be right here, inside the wilderness, and then you have to talk to him. If you're inside the wilderness, I suggest just try and spam click through the dialogue, because you might get PK'd. So yeah, just be quick in the wilderness. So let me go over here and show you what it kind of looks like, and then we'll move on to the next person. Alright, so and this is where Karim will be on this southeast pass right here. As you saw, I teleported into a guy waiting right there. So for sure, make sure you are prepared. Just be quick, very quick, talk to him very quickly, and then he'll tell you that. So Karim will tell you that he was trying to sell the deal, and then he was working with Lanissa, and Lanissa, a spy for Sarah Dolman, probably overheard him talking, so she probably knows something. And once you finish the dialogue, he'll give you the ghostly boots, and once you have the ghostly boots, you can move on to find Lanissa. Lanissa is going to be inside Tree Gnome Stronghold. Whew, man, the wilderness always freaks me out. Inside probably not the best place to do this. Anyway, inside Tree Gnome Stronghold. Come on. Tree Gnome Stronghold, right here, right on the south side of the gnome ball field. You can use Necklace of Ashes to get here. To exit here, I suggest just running all the way down. Exit this whole place, run all the way down to on the southwest side, to level 20 wilderness, then teleporting out. Yeah, so let me try that. Alright, and this is where Lanissa will be. Make sure you equip your Ghost Speak Amulet and Ring of Invisibility, then talk to her. And then once you hear her entire story, she'll give you the ghostly robes. She'll tell you that, you know, she'll tell you that she overheard Karim trying to sell the staff to Zamrock. So she told her, I guess, superior, Dalak, a mage, about the information so that he knows to tell Lord Saradomin, because if she tried to tell Lord Saradomin directly, she would expose everyone, because she was heavily undercovered and was detected basically. And once you finish all that, we have to find the Lac next on this southeast path. The Lac is going to be inside Fowler, specifically the party room. So you can teleport to Fowler using your Fowler Teleport tablet, and then just head away into the party room, specifically on the second floor by the east wall. Alright, so once you're up on the second floor, he's gonna be like right here somewhere. Make sure you equip your Ghost Speak Amulet and also Ring of Invisibility. Going to appear here. Then once you talk to him, hear his story, he'll give you the Ghostly Hood item. And one last person is going to be Vigora. He'll tell you that he tried to conceal the Staff of Armadale to use as a weapon because he perceived the Empty Lord, who is Zeros, to be more of a threat than Zamrock. However, he didn't anticipate Zamrock becoming a god and overtaking everyone else, so it kind of like just accomplishes. So basically, he accomplished nothing. He anticipated that Zamrock and all the other, all of Zamrock's allies would just defeat Zeros, and that's the end of the story. And he didn't expect Zamrock to take over Zeros as a new god. So, still a danger, basically. And he apparently was working with Vigora, who was one of Zamrock's aide at the time, to actually do this, pull us off. So Vigora is going to be the last person you need to talk to. He's going to be inside the Ezreal dungeon. So you can use Amulet Glory to Ezreal, enter the ruins here, climb down to the trapdoor dungeon, head your way north, past this gate into the wilderness area here, climb over these monkey bars, and Vigora is going to be all the way at the very end right there. So let me just do that to show you guys the last path, the last stretch. And once you're in this deep area, equip your Ghostly Amulet and Ring of Invisibility, and Vigora will be right here somewhere. Vigora will be right here. You may be harassed by these guys, so I advise just quickly going through a dialogue, because this is once more the wilderness, level 10. Peak areas usually are not here. There may be someone here trying to like swing and train agility with these monkey bars, but you should be fine. Anyway, finish the dialogue with him, and you get the Ghostly Cloak, and learn that. Let me just get out here quickly before I get PK'd. And learn out here. So Vigora will give you the Ghostly Cloak once you hear his story, and you learn that basically Zamrock fought one-on-one with Zeros. Zamrock plunged the Staff of Armadale into Zeros' back, and then weakened Zeros enough to kind of fight a one-on-one. And then the final blow was when Zamrock was when Zeros was choking Zamrock in the air. Zamrock plunged one last attack, which then Zeros fell down, and then the the staff plunged all the way through Zeros and also Zamrock. So Zeros slowly faded away because he was severely damaged by the staff armor dial. Zamrock was partially damaged. However, somehow I guess the essence of some essence of Zeros was transferred into Zamrock through the staff armor dial because Zamrock was also plunged. So then Zamrock arose as a god, which is not what the Light was expecting to happen. And then all the other gods like Saradomin and the other guys try to like contain Zamrock, new power, but which then started off the God Wars. So that's what it is in a nutshell. So that is the southeast path. If Vigora, if Odez, the guy at the very beginning, tells you that the thief is somewhere southeast, this is what you have to do. This entire path. Okay, so there's one more path for me to cover, and that is the Pirates and the Shipwreck path. That's another option. I think this path is the most dangerous because you're in a very deep wilderness, like level like 50 plus. So try not to get this path, although it's completely randomized. All right, so once you have talked to Valdez, you have to head to the Pirates hideouts, which is very far in the wilderness. The Pirates hideout is gonna be like, oops, sorry, all the way over here, man, right here. You can use burning amulets to lava maze and run your way up here into this area. This area. Once you're over here, Renard, initially mysterious ghost, will be about somewhere here. And once you talk to him, he'll give you the ghostly gloves. Let me just make sure here. When inside the wilderness, you definitely do not want to take too long because there's PKers and there's also usually enemies that will attack you very quickly as well. You definitely didn't want to do that way. So yeah, so it's basically about right here is where he'll basically spawn. So let me get over here and then I'll show you guys what the area looks like so you're aware of this. Alright, so try to not get PK'd. Oh my god, as soon as I said that, there was a PK'er. Alright, I made it. So equip your ghost peak amulets and also your ring of invisibility, then basically Renard, the mysterious ghost will be around here somewhere between the shipwreck and also this pirate's house, around here somewhere. Once you talk to him very quickly, just log out. So once you talk to him very quickly, he'll basically tell you that Renard will tell you his side of the story. He'll tell you that he tried to set up the deal. That he tried to set up a trade with Zamrock for the staff through Karim. So he asked Karim, "Can you do this for me? Set up this kind of a negotiation." And that's basically what happened. Once you finish his story, he'll give you the ghostly gloves, and now you have to track down Karim, who is in probably the most dangerous place in the wilderness, the Chaos Temple Altar, where 99% of the time you will find PKer there, because those are easy kills for PKers. I'll pass by, but man, it's pretty much a death wish, honestly. So from here, you have to walk your way down this gate into this temple here. There's almost always a PK here, so I suggest being as quick as possible. He's inside a temple here, so once you arrive there, just quickly equip your Ghost Seek Amulet and Ring of Invisibility and just spam through the dialogue like no tomorrow. Oh my god, there's actually no one here right now. That's impressive. Anyway, so just try your best to not get PK'd here. Yeah, once you enter inside this Chaos Altar, equip your Ghost Seek Amulet and Ring of Invisibility, then basically talk to the mysterious ghost here, who turns out to be Karim. And once you finish hearing Karim's story, he'll give you the ghostly boots. Karim will tell you that he was trying to set a deal and he was working with another person called Lanissa, who is a spy for Saradomin. So the next trail leads to Lanissa, is what he's trying to say. Okay, and Lanissa is in Entrana. So you can use Amulet Glory to join a village, head into Port Sarim and take the boat there, and just let me just teleport right now. I don't like being in the wilderness. Oh wait, I have no more Amulet Glory charges. I used one extra. Oh shoot. Alright, so once you have once you have used Amulet Glory to join the village, head to Port Sarim, then take the boat here. Make sure you don't have any combative gear because you can't do that anyway. Otherwise, combative jewelry like Amulet Glory is fine. Then you would enter into the church here. Equip your Ghost Seek Amulet and Ring of Invisibility. And then talk to the mysterious ghost somewhere around here, or around the main area, who turns out to be Lanissa. Once you finish hearing Lanissa's story, she gives you the ghostly robes. And you find out that Lanissa didn't give the information to Lord Saradomin because she was heavily detected. So instead she passed her information to her supervisor, Dalak. So that's our next trail. We have to find Dalak. Dalak is inside the Wizard's Tower. You can use Necklace of Passages to the Wizard's Tower, right here. It is inside the first floor in the library. Alright. Equip your Ghost Peak Amulets and Ring of Invisibility. And then Dalak will be around here by the bookcases. And once you talk to Dalak and hear his story, you will get the ghostly hood and learn that Dalak tried to use the staff armor dial. He concealed the staff armor dial into a different weapon so that basically Zamrock and his forces can overtake Zeros, who is a more powerful danger than Zamrock was at the time. Dalak did not expect that Zamrock would actually ascend to godhood to overtake Zero's position, so he made a big mistake. And he basically told you, and he tells you that he was working with someone called Vigora, who was one of Zamrock's allies at the time, when they did the rebellion and take over. So the next lead is going to be Vigora, who is in another very popular PKing place in the wilderness, the Rogue's Castle. So you have to go back to the wilderness. You can use burning amulets to Lava Maze, then head your way around here, all the way to Rogue's Castle, which is all the way over here. And then on the second floor of the Rogue's Castle, enter into the room with the bronze shield, and then you will find Vigora. This is a pretty popular PKing spot. There's usually PKers like right here, because there's a chest here for rewards that people use. Yeah. Just what it is. I'm gonna go. I'll stop by. I'll stop by during the village to drop off my supplies because I'm actually expecting to be PK right now. Anyway, so and then I'll keep these 3 items and some food and just drop the rest of these stuff inside the bank. Alright, once you're on the second floor, in the room with the bronze shield to this room, equip your ghost amulet and ring of invisibility, and then the Grower will be right here, and you can talk to him. Alright, and then once you finish hearing his story, he'll give you the ghostly cloak. So Vigor will tell you that he was there at the battle when Zamrock took over Zeros. Zamrock plunged the concealed staff armor dial into Zero's back, which severely weakened him, and Zamrock was able to fight him one-on-one. As their fight came to a close, Zeros lifted Zamrock with his hand, choking him, and Zamrock was able to get one last blow in. Zeros fell over, and the staff plunged all the way through him and somewhat into Zamrock. And I'm guessing somehow the blood, or I guess the essence of Zeros was somehow through the staff armor dial, infused into Zamrock, and then Zamrock arose as a new god, which is not what the Lack expected. I think the Lack expected for Zeros to die and Zamrock to be the same kind of mortal deity, mortal person, but instead Zamrock arose to the same position as Zeros. So Zamrock was essentially as powerful as Zeros. And then all the other deities, Ceradoma, etc., try to stop Zamrock, who was more dangerous, more, I guess, volatile than Zeros was. And that started the God Wars. So yeah. That's the entire shebang. I think the ghostly items are useful for PKing because they're free, minus the trip back to Valdez to replace whatever you lose. And also you also need them for another, I think, quest. So be extremely careful here. Just spam click through the dialogue. Don't even try read it. Just as quickly as possible, get the heck out of here. Because this is pretty popular PK right here. People usually go here for loot. You can try to exit using this obelisk. I don't remember the actual requirements yet, but this is one way to escape. Once you're here, just activate the obelisk, and that will allow you to escape to, that will teleport you randomly to a different location in the wilderness. So that's one way you can escape. It's not doing anything now. Oh, sure. I know for sure this works because I used it once anyway. Oh, you probably need to activate the other spots as well. I see, yeah. Anyway, so make sure you're aware there's a lot of PKers here. Other than that, have a good day, everyone.